Happy New Year! Welcome 2026, a whole new energy, a whole new year. And I am just getting settled in my new home, and I thought I would pop on and we would do a couple of cards. I want to share um, just a nice way to start the new year with this little story that I have about signs, symbols, and that we're never alone. And so my story is that the day of my move, which was, oh goodness, today's Thursday, was last Saturday. And I was pretty wobbly. I was having that second guessing. I was saying goodbye to people. It was hard. It was sad. It was emotional. And you get that wobble feeling like, what have I done? Maybe this wasn't a good idea. And then things started to happen. So, how the universe communicates with you is a myriad of different ways, but repeating numbers can be one way. So, I saw 222, I saw 333, my husband saw 444, I saw 555. This is like on Saturday. And then my son texted me a photo. He was in California and he had rented a car, and the license plate on it was Tennessee, which was where I was moving. And he's like, a sign? And I'm like, hell yes, and I need them today. But that's how the universe communicates in these, not like it's a hell yes, but in these subtle ways of repeating numbers. People text you a picture. Hey, look at this, thought of you. That's the reassurance. That's how you have to approach communicating with the universe for most of us. Some of us hear and see and all these other things, but lots of times they're just communicating in repeating numbers or a symbol or a song. And that happened that day when I really needed it all day long. From 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I was reassured that what I was doing was in my highest and best interest. So that's my little way to start the new year, is to keep open, keep looking for the signs. Especially ask for them when you need them most. Okay, let's pull a card. So we're going to start the year. And I've got this beautiful no deck that was gifted to me. It's Messages from the Horses. This is the deck. And we're going to ask the question, what supportive message do the cards have for my transition into 2026? What supportive message do the cards have for my transition into 2026? I'm going to hold up 3 cards. Okay, let's try it that way. Which one do you call it to? Remember, it's the card that you just tugs at you just a little bit more, or you feel a little bit more of a lightning or a nudge. Just claim that card now. Okay, if you picked this card, for 2026, your supportive message for transitioning is self-leadership. How are you going to lead this year? Self-leadership, believing in your ability. Just make sure I put these down right. Believing in your ability to lead, to do something. What do you want to do this year? Step into that. Take the initiative. You're ready to lead, to self-leadership. You know the way to go forward. You do not need others' approval. The card is saying, lead yourself, self-leadership. This woman is gazing into the horse's eyes with trust, understanding of this animal, of this beautiful horse. Trust yourself. Look into your own eyes. You are ready to lead this year. This card is saying step into a leadership role, self-leadership. Choose your path. Start down the road. You're ready. Release the doubt. Release any negativity. Release what other people are doing. It doesn't matter. There is enough for you. Nothing will go past you that is meant for you. Nothing that is meant for you can go past you. You're ready to self-lead. If you picked the middle card, This beautiful black and white inner peace. This is the year for you to transition into a place of inner peace. No more beating yourself up. No more self-criticism. No more I should, I could, if only. This is to find the peace in you, the stillness in you, the acceptance in you. That just where you are is right. Who you are at this moment as you're showing up is okay. And to find, when we accept ourselves, we begin to find that inner peace, that inner stillness that we all want. This is the year to release the control, to find that peace. When we want to control everything, it's hard to find the stillness. And a lot of us, I'm a busy, busy brain, and it really is shedding everything that's not necessary to find the peace. What can you get rid of that makes you nervous and tense? Can you get rid of that? Do you have too much on your plate? What can you just say, okay, it's good enough. I don't have to do that to this level. This is your year for inner peace. And lastly, this beautiful card is soften. As you transition to 2026 this year, how can you soften? How can you not be as harsh on yourself, on others, on the world? Where can you let things be a little lighter, easier, less critiquing of others, less critiquing of self, less critiquing of situations? Because when we soften around these things, the harsh edges dull. You know, for years I had this tension in my jaw, and I used to say I worked, it was just high, I work and live in low-level anxiety, as if that was the norm. That's why I told people, I live in low-level anxiety. My traps killed, my jaw killed. I softened. When I walked out of that life of constant going, doing more, there was an edge to me. And that edge kept me sharp and productive and on point, but it was an edge. And I don't have that edge anymore, so I'm not always as sharp and on point, but I like the softer me, the part where my traps don't kill, where my jaw isn't always tense and aching. I softened. The way I respond to people in my family, I've softened. In return for my softening, they've softened. So when we soften, others around us soften because they're not on guard, bracing for whatever we're going to show up with. So as you transition, we pulled this card. Where in your life can you soften? Yourself, your environment, your work, your friendships, anything. Inner peace. Stop the turmoil. Stop the brain where you're always controlling and judging, and where can you find that stillness? Going. This is the year to find inner stillness, inner peace, a place of calmness, similar to soften, but not the same. You're searching for that place where you just feel at peace with yourself, who you are, as you are. And lastly, self-leadership. You are ready to step into that role. You are ready to take command, and no more looking around and thinking they can do it, but I can't do it. You are ready to lead. This is your year. Go for it. Okay, I will be back next week, and we will pull a card for the week, I think, or we might do something else with cards. And, we'll start approaching the new year. And I am not one for resolutions anymore. I used to do vision boards. I don't do any of that anymore. I just ease into the year. And the year unfolds and things take shape. And I find that better. I wound up moving this year. Wasn't on a vision board. Wasn't on my list of things that goals are to be. I wound up giving up caffeine this year. Again, wasn't on the list. Just happened. So it's not wrong if you want to have goals and dreams and vision boards. They're all excellent. But if they're not your jam and they're not your thing, then just ease into this year. It's going to be a year of the horse. We're going to gallop at some point. So, oh my goodness, it's the year of the horse, and I didn't even realize I took the horse cards. Hello, intuitive. Must have known that. Messages from horses, and it's wow, didn't even get that. So yeah, it's going to be a year of a horse in Chinese astrology, where we're going to start to gallop in February going forward. So use January to just, implement slowly as we go into this, going out of the energy of 2025, the year where we said goodbye to things, the year we shed. You can still be tying up those loose ends as we move into 26. But before we get to February, when we start to move with that horse and with that one energy, remember, one energy in 2026, what's germinating, what's starting. I'm going to leave you with this. 10 years ago was 2015. It was the year I bought my first lockbox, and my lockbox code was always 2015 because it was the year I needed a lockbox. My real estate business was germinating. It was beginning to take off. 2015. My real estate business in a 9-year. It came to fruition. 1 year is this year, 2025. Things are going to start to germinate this year for people. It's the seedling that we put in the ground in a 1 year. It starts the beginning of a new process. So what will we grow this year? So what is it you're going to want to grow and plant? You don't need to know today, but just know that's the energy of the year we're working with. We're going to be working with the one energy. We're going to be working with a one energy, and we're working with the year of the horse, which is a forward momentum. We were a snake last year, we're shedding, and we were a 9 with completion. So now we're galloping forward in a 1 year where we're planting something to germinate. Happy New Year. Enjoy this beautiful stillness as we embark into 2026. I love the beginning of the new year because it's quiet. It's winter. Things are cold or cool or bare, and it makes you want to go inward. So enjoy the stillness of that. Enjoy where you are in the process. Don't push. Don't strive yet. Just let everything start to unfold. See you soon.